Hey Fruit Faces, it's KlaireeBerry again, and I just want to do a little comparison, a little bit more of this inflammation discussion, and I just want to kind of compare, a diet if you're eating mostly fruit. You're looking at, some of the best fruits go up to about 6,000. Those are kind of some of those super high antioxidant juices and stuff like that, but on the positive side, pineapple, 156. So that is anti-inflammatory. Olives are actually anti-inflammatory, 119. Apricots, strawberries, about 115. Grapefruits, 35. Lime juice, 50. And then I also want to share with you some of the fruits that are actually a little bit inflammatory, and we'll go to the lowest IF rating. Keep in mind, this is per 200 calories. Let's check out the fruits and fruit juices. And again, I'm on nutritiondata.self.com. Candied fruit, that would obviously be more inflammatory. Raisins, apricots, anything dehydrated is going to be more inflammatory. So that's like negative 200s. Dried cranberries, negative 212. Dehydrated bananas, negative 201. So these are pretty, if you were surviving just off of candied fruit and dehydrated, fruits, if you were just eating that, you would be averaging about 200 as your rating per your meals, let's say. If you ate just 200 calories of that, versus if you were going to eat like a ketosis type of meal where you were just having only 200 calories of steak, which is a negative 366, or spare ribs, which is negative 200, turkey roast, negative 280. Even if you were just eating a dried fruitarian diet, you would still be doing better than eating steak and eggs, which is negative 200, roast turkey, negative 280, all of that stuff. You're looking at negative hundreds, from 400 to 200s approximately. So let's say negative 300. So you would be better off inflammatory wise to eat a diet of only candied or only dehydrated fruits. So those are your worst fruits that you're going to have. Maraschino cherries, negative 163. Again, dried. Canned plums, not so great, negative 144. And the way this is made, it doesn't really find a lot of the foods that are in the middle because it's doing the highest and lowest. So some of your best fruits, again, nobody eats acerola juice raw, which is 5,874. So that's very, very anti-inflammatory. Guava sauce, 335. Cantaloupe melons, here's one people actually eat, positive 254. Guavas, raw guavas, 234. Pineapple, 154. Papayas, 120. Olives, apricots, again, strawberries, lemon juice, currants, all over 100. I'm sure bananas are somewhere in the middle because that seems to be, a food that obviously a lot of people eat a lot of when they're eating like mostly raw diet or a mostly vegan, whole foods diet. The other fruits that we might eat a lot of, bananas and things like that. Apples, oranges, it's between 35 and 0. Okay, so let's say you ate a diet of just bananas. You're obviously going to be way more of an anti-inflammatory diet than eating steak, turkey sausage, roast turkey, eggs, scrambled eggs, spare ribs, ham. Cured ham is 193. Adding coconut oil, 109, negative 100. These are all negatives, by the way, for the meats. Negative 191. People think they're doing such a great thing, and I just want you to know you're not. A fruit diet is obviously way more anti-inflammatory than a paleo and especially a ketosis diet. So let me know what you think. And you know what? Let's just go real fast while we're here. Since we don't just eat fruits, let's go ahead and look at rice, because this is something that a lot of people are like really crazy about, and they think it's such a bad food. White rice, there's different ratings, but it's between 245 to negative 221. So if you compare that, and then you have wheat flour, negative 211, just corn, negative 209. See, we have different versions of rice still going down into the 200s. Couscous, I love those. Japanese noodles, negative 205. Brown rice, negative 200. Cornmeal, wheat flour. They have all these different things. Corn pasta, negative 189. Wheat flour, all-purpose, enriched, bleached, negative 185. Same thing for bleached. So there you go. Eating rice and, you know, pastas and things that are low fat, you're looking at negative 200s. And again, I mean, the very top one for cereals and grains and pastas, negative actually, is cornstarch. So people aren't eating 200 calories of that. So if you're eating 200 calories of rice, you're somewhere between around the 200s, the lower 200s. So compare that to, again, a nice pan-fried steak, 366, pork spare ribs, 400. So it's double. So people don't understand this. People don't know this. And the same goes for the glycemic index. If you look that up, people are so mistaken about which is which. And they read these blogs and these people make these lists on their own, cherry picking the foods that they want to, you know, compare against. And it gives all the foods in the area a bad name. But you would do better off eating a flat out diet of rice. It would be less than half as inflammatory as eating a diet of steak and ribs and turkey roast and things like that. So, and again, take into consideration all the other factors. There's no fiber, there's no antioxidants. So when you eat fruit mixed with, you know, rice, a diet of fruit and rice, you know, then you're getting somewhere. And one last thing I want to check here is potatoes. I don't know if they're just going to have, we have potato flour is negative 225. So even when you make it into a flour, it's not as bad as steak. It's just about, I mean, a little worse than eggs on the inflammatory scale. But let's look at, okay, baked potato, simple, right? Negative 153. So again, if you take all the foods that I eat, bananas, fruit, rice, and potatoes, like my main foods, you're looking at positives, you know, to everything's under 200. So, yeah. So my diet is very anti-inflammatory, especially when you think about things you're eating every single day. You start to eat a diet of steak, ribs, ham, you're looking at doubly inflammatory, at least. And you add in all that damage from eating all those pollutants and all of just lack of fiber, lack of antioxidants. Really, ketosis is crazy. Like if you're on ketosis, seriously. Watch my playlist of ketosis videos. Check out KlaireeBerry.com. Lots of scientific evidence on there. Talk about ketosis quite a bit as well. It's just, it sucks people in. It tells people that their bad habits are okay. And again, a lot of these blogs are giving out really false information, trying to act like they're so, you know, great for the glycemic index and great for inflammation, and they're not. It's flat out lies and skewed information and cherry picked stuff. So let me know what you think. Don't forget to eat your fruit. Talk to you later. Bye.